it really is pretty centralized. I'd say, center south, and a little bit to the east of everything else. And it encompasses the states of Tocantins, which was the last state in all of Brazil to gain a stake. And when we were there in 2007, it got its first stake up in Palmas, the capital city there. It was a really big deal. So now all of the states in Brazil have at least one stake. And it also has the state of Goiás. And we have one city in the state of Minas Gerais, which is called Unai. That just a one city. And the church has a huge agricultural farm out there by Unai. And it used to be a famous coffee plantation. And the church went in there and bought up this huge coffee plantation, and they ripped out all the coffee, and they planted soy and some, I don't know all the products, but I know they had soy out there. And then they brought in a bunch of big, nice, modern tractors, and they fired a lot of the original workers because they had all this new equipment and they needed less people. So the local community was actually pretty mad about it, because a lot of them lost their jobs, and they wasn't producing coffee anymore as other things. But it's still out there, and I think the church does well with it. And that's the one city in Minas Gerais. And then also, of course, includes the federal district, or the Brazilian version of the District of Columbia, where the capital is. So that's a little bit of geography for the mission. And it's a long and skinny, north to south. It doesn't go very wide. And when I had gotten on the mission, it had split. We actually were much bigger at one point, and then they divided the mission and created a new mission out in Goiânia.